Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Console Gaffer. If we just quickly go through the calendar, and just where we last finished off was the Scottish Cup final against Rangers, which we won 2-0 and completed a treble in our first season. Filipino sent off after 39 minutes, but we got the win 2-0, pretty comfortable, pretty easy in the end. So main calendar for me, you've got the World Cup coming soon. So what we're planning to cover today is a wee overview of the season, where the squad is, how we've done, some of the players, how they've done, the new signings, and a wee end of season review really. So we'll run through the emails at the moment, just have a little look where we are. We'll probably as well look at as you can see there, Man City's done the double, so we'll probably have a wee look at the other the leagues around that we've added in. I think it was 10 leagues we added in for the console, because that's the maximum you can add in. So we'll do that. So first and foremost, we'll run through these here. So Greenock Morton's Callum Osmond update. He has done excellent on loan. Average rating of 739, 13 goals, 6 assists and 19 appearances. So that's a brilliant return from the young lad who was only on loan in January. Bonuses paid out. 2.9 million will be shared between everybody for winning the title. So that's good. Money's still £53 million in the bank. We've dropped a bit because we've been signing some players in, but we'll get that up again. We'll get that up. So season injury report, we've had 38 injuries this season. Expected injuries was 43 fewer. Last season we had 24 more. So not too bad. Jota has been sidelined most of the season, having half the season due to injury. At the other end of the scale, Dane Murray has been almost injury free, missing just a few days of action. So Dane was on loan at Blackburn for the season, and as you can see, he's improved slightly. I would like his technique to go up some. He's 22 years old now. It really is time rather to break into the team or move on. So squad into season break. We're off on holiday, the senior squad. Some of them are away on international duty, as we have 6 players called up for international duty. Tugai for Algeria, Tenetke for Tunisia, Johnston for Canada, Lewis Palmer, who's still out on loan, for Honduras, Lewis Maligan for Mexico, and Cameron Carter-Vickers for the USA. So training camp plans announced. All the back team will just sort all this out, and apparently we're going to Kirkintilloch in Scotland on the 29th of June. So just over a month for the team to get off, and that'll be until the 9th of July. Other loanee players, Sean McCardle, who's on loan at Partick Thistle, midfielder, attacking player, 6'1". I think he's only 18. I think he's one that we're probably going to loan out again. I think that would make sense. He's played a few games. Probably could be going somewhere else, but I think another loan for him would do the trick. Josh Clark, goalkeeper. Again, he's been at Partick Thistle reserves. There's no need to keep him. I think we'll probably bring him back and then maybe look to move him on. And then Ben McPherson, fullback again, Partick Thistle. I think he's running out his contract anyway, so he'll be gone. So other news roundup. Johnny Kenny on loan from us. Superb season for him. 7 Player of the Matches award. So Stephen Devlin, Maeda has won the Players Player of the Year award. 20 assists. Let's just have a wee look at it. Players Player of the Year award. Maeda, 20 goals he's assisted in 36 games. and he scored 9 goals for us this season. To be fair, really pretty decent. Players, so the players obviously can see how well Dyson does on the park. Shin Yamada, 27 league goals this season. Absolutely phenomenal, and 4 assists for Shin Yamada. Wouldn't have thought that at the start of the season, but he's there and he's in. Johnny Kenny, Young Player of the Year award for his amazing 21 league goals in 32 games and 6 assists for St Mirren on loan. £4.4 million. We're hoping there'll be a wee bit of interest in him. There we go. Gaffer wins Manager of the Season award. 38 matches, 78 win percent, 612 points. Scooshed it in the end after a slow start. Desmond, delighted with that, so we'll take that. Celtic players named in Team of the Year. Let's have a look at the Team of the Year. So Vickers is in, Tierney is in, Dyson, Engels, Iheanacho and Yamada. Fair play to Engels. Overall he's had a good season. He's improving, 6'1". He's a good player for us. Just towards the end of the season we had Lemarechal come in and he was just phenomenal, really. William Hill Premiership Award winners announced. The Scottish Football Writers Player of the Year, Dyson Maeda, Kelechi Iheanacho second and Shin Yamada third for the Writers. Premiership Player of the Season, Dyson, Kelechi and Shin Yamada. So Dyson Maeda showing how valuable he can be, even though he's got the technicality of 6. But fair play to him, he's done really well on the right this season, where he's had most of his assists for us. And he's still wanted. Nottingham Forest still sniffing around. And like I say, he's 28. It's a big output to sell, but I would probably let him go if the right offer comes in. We will see what happens. So yeah, that takes us through there. And if we go to the squad in general, Sinislav came in because for the last few games, but he's played 24 games overall this season, which is good for him. His anticipation has went up, his vision has went up, his free kick taking doesn't even really matter, does it? Has went down. All in all, he's done well. He's had 1 clean sheet in the Champions League. He's had 6 clean sheets in the Premier League, 10 clean sheets overall in all competitions. All in all, he's been a good goalkeeper and a good backup goalkeeper as well. Happy with him, he'll get game time. Rio Hatate. Now, this one's been a bit start of the season, I would say he struggled a wee bit in the middle of the park. Then we got some injuries. Obviously Alistair Johnson was out for a while, so we moved him into right back, got him to try and retrain as a right back, and really, as you can see, he went from having no stars at all to he's up at 2.5 stars as playmaking wing back, and he's been excellent. He's really been excellent for us, just coming into that midfield area, just helping out in the middle of the park. So yeah, that's why he's there, and he'll be my backup right back this next season coming as well, and he can play in the middle of the park. So I don't think I'm really going to strengthen the right back position unless something crazy comes out of the woodwork. I think there's other places we could really strengthen in the squad. Then we've got Cameron Carter-Vickers, who overall he's not really had a great season, just under 7, an average of 7, but he is technically the best central defender at the club. Better than average performing wise, but currently there is Sheffield United interest and Al Hilal interest in him. He's away with the United States on international duty. He's 28. Again, if a decent offer comes in for him, I'd probably let him go. The man I signed from Sunderland in January He's been really good. He's not scored any goals, not got any assists in the league, but he's got a rating of 7.16, which has been really good for us, really good for him. He scored 1 in the cup. Really like him. I really like him because he's 6'4", good technique, decent enough tackling, decent enough heading, and in Scotland and in Europe, you're going to get balls in the box, you're going to have to defend, you're going to have to be pacey, which he's pretty decent. Jumping reach is good, strength is good. The only thing that's a wee bit down is aggression, but he can play left back as well. So he's been a great signing in January for me. Kieran Tierney has just done what Kieran Tierney does. Overall, he has 12 assists and he got 4 goals in all competitions. Overall rating of 7.3. Can't really argue with that. In fact, 7.505. Felix Lemarchal. Now, he's up to £22 million he's worth. We signed him, if we look at his actual contract, we signed him, goalie, we signed him for £18 million, with some add-ons of course. It wasn't £18 million right up. Towards the latter part of the season, he's been excellent. He scored 6 goals and 6 assists, 20 appearances. He's going to get better. And if you look at the stats, excellent. Good physicals, mentals are good, technicals are really good, apart from his marking and tackling, but we've not really got him in the midfield to do that. But he's been excellent, and I can only see him improving in the coming season. Callum McGregor, again, I wouldn't say he's been excellent this season. He's probably been poorer in the Champions League than anywhere else, but he just does what Callum McGregor does. Steady pair of hands. I've been playing him more in a 2 as a midfield playmaker, and off the ball's improved, but agility and balance is dropping. But he's 32 years old, so I have signed what you'll come in this season. If I just come down a wee bit, Moussa Diakite, defensive midfielder, 22 years old, 6'2". He's the man that's going to replace Callum McGregor. We signed him in January, but we loaned him back for the rest of the season, and he's the man, especially in Europe, where we're going to play that sitting role. He's going to be there, he's going to come in, he's going to do great. If you can see, his technicals are good enough, passing good enough, first touch good, his physicals are great, strength, stamina, pace, natural fitness for 6'2". His aggression's good in the midfield, brave, no bother about the flair, leadership. He's not going to be my captain. Off the ball, we just want him to stay where he is. We don't want him running away, but his positioning's good, teamwork, vision. So he's the man that's going to take over from Callum McGregor. He comes in the summer as we loaned him back out because didn't really think we needed him at the time. Filipino, we kind of took a wee bit of a punt on him. I mean, his physicals are good. I think he could improve. He's 23-year-old from Brazil. Expect to be a bit better. He's got 4 assists in 11 games. We didn't play him too much, but 775k we paid for him. Not a lot of money, but it shows he has got something because he's got 7 goals and 8 assists before he joined us. So he has got something. It's just whether we can get that out of him or if he's going to play that many games. We'll have to wait and see. But he's done okay, apart from getting sent off in the Scottish Cup final. We still won the game. Alan, he's a difference maker, and again, it took him till towards the end of the season when we started to see a wee bit more of him. £4 million, 26 years old. He scored 4 and assisted 3 in 14 games, and he didn't play all the time. It was towards the end of the season where he was starting to get a wee more game time, but the reason we've bought him is for his flair. He's off the ball. His technique, his passing, his creativity, and he showed towards the end of the season he can do that. So, long may that continue. Paid 4 mil for him. He's up to 12 already. Dyson, well, he's just won Player of the Year again. And it's quite incredible if you look at his stats. His technical ability is, quite frankly, very poor for a Japanese international. Dribbling 12, finishing 12. Everything else is 10 or below. His aggression's good though, his anticipation's not bad. His composure's 10. But it's his kind of, most of his mentals, he's off the ball, his teamwork and his work rate is tremendous, and his physicals, acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace and stamina is really good. But again, £26 million. I know he got a new 5-year contract earlier on in the season, but if somebody comes in for him and he wants to leave, I will take the money for him. Shin Yamada, was not expecting much from him at all, if I'm being honest. When I came in, I was actually going to look for a striker in January, but because we didn't sign anybody in the summer window, we just had to go with it, and I'm really glad we did, because 27 league goals, 4 assists in 36 games. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Overall, 43 goals in 52 games. Match rating a 7.3, average rating. Phenomenal. His finishing's going up, his concentration's going up, and he'll probably start as my number 9 at the start of the season, and I will look to strengthen in the striking position for the higher level. But, I mean, can you argue? Can you really argue? If you look at the Champions League, 7 goals in 10 games, 2 assists. His expected was 3.7, so he did overachieve. And that's in the Champions League against good teams. So, Shin Yamada, outstanding. We'll go to Benjamin Nygren. Not really convinced with him. He's done okay back and forward. He's not really played a lot of games. 11.5 million, he's 24. He's probably a handy member of the squad, but as you can see, he's not played a lot, so everything's dropping. £11.5 million. I don't really see him getting too much game time next season, but again, if an offer comes in, we will sell. Malagon, he's going to be the goalkeeper next season. He was injured for the cup final. We didn't want to risk it, so we left him out. But he is away with Mexico to the World Cup, and he's the number 1 goalkeeper. We signed him in January. We paid nearly just under £6 million for him, for an experienced 29-year-old goalkeeper from Mexico. Safe pair of hands, solid. He's 6 foot. We didn't really need to worry about him in the goalkeeping position for a couple of years. Then we've got Tenetke, again, good overall rating, but he's not, I wouldn't say he's really lit the season up, but again, he's not played too much in his natural position. He was right midfield most of the time, then he went left, but 4 goals, 4 assists overall, average rating of 7, £13 million. Again, one that not looking to move on, but we would probably sell if he came in, if a bid came in for him. Marcelo Sorace, to be fair, he's done pretty decent when he's played for us, but we're not going to keep him. We're not going to pay the £6.8 million for him. He'll go back out, as I've already got a replacement lined up. Arna Engels, if I'm going to make a wee tactical tweak next season, he will be the main part of the 3 that I'll have in there, that I'm planning to have in there. So he's gone nowhere unless a massive huge bid comes in for Arna. 12 goals, 4 assists, 15 goals and 6 in all competition. Can't really argue. Abui Sani, 20 years old. Well, signed him when he was 20 years old in January. He scored 4 goals in 8 appearances, but he's only made 1 start for us, and in that 1 start he did score 2 goals. So 4 goals in all competitions in 11 matches, 1 start. His determinations went right up there, and I think he could quite easily improve. Again, it was a low risk signing. We needed to get somebody in January. We didn't want to go over the score because Yamada and Iheanacho were doing so well. So we just £1.8 million. We'll get the money back from if we decide not to really go with him. But hot prospect. I'm sure he'll be fine. Mohamed Tugai, central defender, 6'3". His stats speak for themselves. I wanted a wee bit more height in my back line and a wee bit more pace in my back line. And I feel I've got that with signing Elise from Sunderland and Mohamed Tugai. The only thing about this guy is, again, we signed him in January. It was £850,000 that we paid for him, so really nothing at all. But he has got a minimum release clause of 6.5 million, so I would probably maybe look at giving him a new contract, because I see him as a real part of the defence going forward. So maybe look at giving him a new contract in this summer. Kelechi Iheanacho, injured in the cup final. He came on, he got injured. Again, wasn't expecting him to do it as well as he did. He signed a new 3-year contract and he scored 18 league goals in 29 games with 5 assists overall. 26 goals, 11 assists in 36 matches. 29 years old. Again, if an offer comes in for him, I probably would sell him, but in a front 2 pairing, he comes in as a deep forward. We signed him for nothing in January, at the start of the season. Or he was already here for nothing at the start of the season. He's not going to cost. I mean, you're not really going to get a player of his quality for free very often. If a bid doesn't come in for him, fine, we'll keep him. If it does, we'll see what it is and we'll maybe sell him and get somebody else in. But Shinyuada is the main man at the moment. Alistair Johnson was injured most of the season, so he's only played 23 games overall. Not the greatest of ratings, but Rio Hitati, I've played him quite a bit, to be fair, in the right back position. Came on, to be fair, in the cup final at right midfield and done excellent just to close the game out. And he's also wanted at the moment. Sporting, we're looking at him. Again, if the right offer comes in, we'll take the money and we'll get somebody else in. We're no sweating it. Jota, for me, has come in and been brilliant. He's only played 9 games, but he's got a goal and 4 assists in those 9 games. A goal in the Champions League game as well, in his only appearance. So yeah, Jota next season, I'm hoping, if he can stay fit, we'll probably start on the right hand side and I'll sign in some younger dude to come in to battle with his position. Luke McCowan, not played at all really, and I think he's one that we're going to move on. He's not played at all. He's made 6 appearances, like substitute appearances. He's got a goal and assist in those 6 substitute appearances, but he's hardly played, and I would imagine he will be out the door come the start of the season. Liam Scales, to be fair, I like Scales. I would keep him in the squad. He's left footed. He has played a lot at the start of the season. His rating's been good, so I have no plans to sell Scales. Decent enough height. I think I'll keep him. Ross Doohan, He's played one game, then he got injured. He conceded 2 goals in that game. He's just here just for the backup's backup, really. There's nothing really too much more can be said about Ross Doohan. Gary Murray is one of these new regens that's come through the youth team. Goalkeeper. He's 15 years old and already he's worth £11.5 million. Goalkeeper. Reflex is good, handling is good, command of area is good, aggression alright, concentration 11, which is key. I'm sure that will only go up. Natural fitness, pace, agility, acceleration. So he's 6 foot at 15 years old. I'd imagine he'll go up. I'm going to keep a close eye on his career, and we may loan him out or give him a couple of games. We'll see. In the League Cup, possibly. Dane Murray, we'll keep him now for pre-season and just see what comes it. If an offer comes in, an offer comes in. I don't really think he's going to make it, to be fair, just because technique wise I would like it at least to be minimum 11, 12, 13, somewhere like that. Tony Ralston, he's on loan at Hibs. He's done okay when he's been on loan at Hibs. I didn't really play him much when he was here before I loaned him out. He played 6 league games, 8 overall, and although he's got a 7.3 rating, he's done okay. Rio Hatate's been my backup, so I would say Tony Ralston is probably going to go. We've already covered Diakite earlier on. He's coming in at the start of the season and he'll probably be the main competitor with Callum McGregor. Paulo Bernardo, so he went on loan to Paris FC and he only played 2 games. He only played 6 games for us before that. He's got decent enough stats, but I don't really know where he's going to fit in. I can't see Paris FC taking up the option on him, so I think he's probably one that I may sell. I think I'll sell him and reinvest the money elsewhere. We've got another one. Callum Bain is another regen, 16 years old, coming through the youth system. Technique's pretty good for 16, so again it's another one we'll just keep an eye on. We'll probably loan him out and see where he can go, if he can improve. James Forrest, he has to leave and it looks like he's probably going to go on a free contract. We're not going to play him. Even when he was fit, we didn't play him, but a lot of the season he's been injured. So I can see James 8 leaving on a free, sadly. Michel Ange Balak-Wisha, he's injured at the moment, but I like him. He's done alright, to be fair. But again, he's kind of in the Tenetke mould of, if I get a decent offer, I will sell. But 9 goals, 3 assists in 28 league games. Overall, 14 goals and 8 assists. Not a bad return. We'll just see how things progress in the summer and in the transfer window coming, because we want to improve to the point where we can actually compete reasonably well in the Champions League. And then we've got Callum Osmond, who has been on loan at Morton. Before he went to Morton, he scored 3 goals for me in 2 appearances, the double against Hearts, and I think he scored 1 the next again week when coming on as a sub. So good potential, but then he's went on loan to Greenock. 17 appearances, 13 goals, 13 goals, 6 assists. Fair play to him. We'll see. We'll probably loan him out again next season and take it from there. They also have a couple of players coming back on loan, like Johnny Kenny, but I can't really see again Johnny Kenny really coming into this side and getting a starting berth in the team. So that's how the squad looks at the moment. I will probably sign more players in the summer to try and improve us. So yeah. So let's go and have a look around the world, shall we? If we go overview, club sites. So Premier League in England looks like this. Man City, won it by goal difference, by 1 goal. Yeah, difference. Wow. Joint with Newcastle. Liverpool were 2 points back. Same at Arsenal, 2 points back. Very tight. Very, very tight indeed. If I have a look, Man City's. No, Man City's. Newcastle's squad. See how they done. Wow. Malta mad. 29 goals. Fantastic. 22 goals for Anthony Gordon. Alanga with 11. Fair play to Newcastle. Fair play. They've got a good side in real life. So Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike scored 8. Alexander Isak scored 23 goals, but he was injured. On back, Virgil van Dijk. So where's Mohamed Salah? 26 goals as well. So fair play. So that was the English League. Burnley, Brentford, and Leeds all relegated. So if we go to France, competitions actually. We go to the French League. The playoff, we want to see the league stage. So PSG won it easy. Then Marseille, Lyon, and a bit of Brest finishing 4th. Relegated Lorient, Toulouse, and Havre. So then we have Germany, the Bundesliga. Where Bayern won it by 9 points in the end against RB Leipzig. Leverkusen, Stuttgart finishing 4th, and relegation is St. Pauli and Union Berlin. In fact, let me get it here. Serie A, league table in Serie A. So Blue Neri, who is Inter Milan, won the league by 10 points. Fiorentina there, and relegated was Cremonese, Udinese, and Lecce. Where's Como? How did Nicholas Kuhn get on? Just out of interest. For Como, he's wanted. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist in 18 appearances. Average rating actually okay. And Al Hilal and RB Leipzig are looking at Nicholas Kuhn. So that is the Italian league. We go to Spain now. So Real Madrid won the league by 3 points. Atletico finished in 3rd, and Villarreal a wee bit further back there in 4th. Relegated was Levante, Oviedo, and Espanyol. Beat the Bundesliga. The Dutch league, the Eredivisie. So Feyenoord, top of the table. Alkmaar, PSV, and then Ajax finishing 4th. Hercules Almelo, Volendam, and Telstar finishing in the relegation places. another hamstring injury, so hopefully we can keep him fit, get a good pre-season under his belt, and then really go for it. Our 5 players on international duty. Celtic received 640k for participating in the Champions League. Cheers, Pete. Oh, I just see there we've been hit with a nice wee cheeky tax bill. Let's go and check the emails again. So you'll come back to Celtic. He's out of contract. We will release him. We're not bothered. We'll let him go. McPherson, Jude Bonner's back. Taylor's back. A number of players have left the club. James Forrest, Ben McPherson. Yep, Forrest is gone. Sorry, Jamesy boy. He's retiring. James Forrest is retiring. Wow. He's going to retire at the end of what's his contract? Well, at the end of June. James Forrest will retire because he's left the club. Tax bill, £7.5 million tax bill. This bit based on taxable profits of over 30.29 million. Commercial summary. Let's see how much money we made. So, no new sponsorship deals. Our sponsorship was up 33, was slightly up by 0%. Hospitality was up 5.9. Match day was up 1.8. Broadcast revenues was up, and prize money was up. Total merchandise for the season was 5.11 million, as we cannot see for some strange reason what players sold the most. Sponsorship income, highest of 12 clubs in the league. So players have returned. Osmond's back. Simpson Pusey's away. Callum Osmond is sad to leave Greenock. Go back again if you fancy, mate. Very good financial health and can be considered rich at this time. You will be delighted, Pete. So, Shin Yamada Scoops Player of the Month award for May. Yamada dedicates, of course he dedicates it to me. Give him your chance, Shin, and you've took it. And I win the Manager of the Month for May. Well pleased. Cairo George claims he was one I was looking at, but he's already joining Benfica. But he was one I was looking at, and I probably would have signed him for the striker role if we had money available. But we didn't until January. He was already gone at that point in time. So players who have been released by the clubs: James Tavernier, James Forrest, Mark O'Hara, Ben Davies, and Dante Palarva. B-, 3 highlights, won't go too far into that. Buy-in changes, 0 players lost buy-in, 29 players gained buy-in. Yes. Providing some information, the current crop players at loan. Lewis Palmer deserves highlight for an impressive loan spell. 57 appearances, average rating of 7. He scored 21 goals and 12 assists. Well, Louis Palmer, because we've got Alan who can play in that position, do we keep you and shove you in there? I mean, because technique's good, or do we sell you and get you away? But he'll be back in anyway, so I'm sure we'll find out very soon what we're going to do with Luis Palma. So I'm just going to quickly go back to the squad, and well, we need to wait until Paulo comes back. But Anthony Ralston, sorry to say it, but I am going to put you on the transfer list. Transfer listed, and not 2.5 million. I'll be looking for £1.8 million for you, sir. See if you can get on. Hopefully get some money with that. Luke McCowan as well. Sorry, Luke, but you're also going to be on the transfer list. And I am going to be looking for your transfer value. Osmond is alone. Falkirk are looking at him. I'd probably loan him to Falkirk, to be fair, if he's going to get game time. Who else do we possibly want to let go? We'll leave it like that then out. Let's see what offers come in early January. Ralston Link was switched to the high Bs. I mean, you could have signed him. You honestly could have signed him for, I think it was £400,000, but didn't really want to. So I find that a bit strange, Hibs. But anyway, so if we go to the transfer room out, Hibs are looking at a right back. Offer Ralston Hibs, £1.8 million. Offer player. Who else was interested in him? There was somebody else interested in Tony Ralston. West Brom it was, wasn't it? West Brom. Nah, you don't want that. So position. Go the other way, goalkeeper. Where are you, West Brom? Defensive right back. They were looking at Ralston. They were looking at Ralston. But now they're saying they're wanting. You watch yourselves. So might as well just have a quick look who is on the transfer list at the moment. So with Leeds being relegated, Wilfred Nyonto is on. We're not bothered about the contract expiry date at the moment. It's just transfer listed who is on the transfer list. And Nyonto, 22-year-old, no way we're going to be paying £51 million. I mean, he's a good enough player. 21-year-old right back, midfield centre. Something maybe to keep an eye on if somebody comes in for Alistair Johnson. Elias Baum, again another one, £10 million. 20 years old, maybe just scout him again. See how we get how he comes back. Lazar Jovanovic, 19-year-old young lad, 6 foot, prospect. Now he's one we got offered on loan at the start of the career, or we didn't get offered, but he was available. 17.5 million Brazilian. Finishing's good, composure's great, technique's good, acceleration's not bad, strength's not great, but I'm sure he's 21, I'm sure he could get stronger. So yeah, there's a couple of players there. There's a couple of players there that you would say to yourself, maybe. But you're obviously having a look to see if the price is right. João Veloso, attacking midfielder, 6'1", again, not bad. So yeah, there is players there that you could sign. good signing. Said he would be a good signing. Bravery. I think we'd only make the move if Arsenal Johnson left. Somebody came in for Johnson. I think that's where I would make the move. Al Hilal to land Carter Vickers. It's cost £22 million. Very keen on making the move. Well, again, like I've said, somebody shows me the money, we can go. Al Hilal for Vickers. Has to be the right price, of course. It has to be the right price. So Hibs have made an offer for Tony Ralston, which is again quite strange because I had an opportunity to buy him in his loan deal, and they've offered £1.8 million view offer. So yeah, I'm going to take that. £1.8 million. Hendricks, 24-year-old defender, centre left. How much did they bid for him? 725k. Is that part of his contract? No. Overlapping centre back. No, we're alright. He's not any better than Scales. Arthur Johnson played in a 2-1 win. Carter Vickers played a 1-0 defeat. Highlights updates. Start of the transfer window. So there's been Ross County have made a loan approach for Callum Osmond. Ross County play a different style of football to us. A loan spell with them might not be beneficial for Callum in that regard. However, he will gain valuable first team experience. Despite Ross County's bid, Osmond has indicated his preferred destination would be Preston. I don't think that would be the right place for him to go, to be fair, so we will not put him there. So next episode, I come back, we will probably be diving in straight into season number 2, where I'll give an update on any other transfer business that's coming, ingoings, outgoings, and then we'll probably play, we'll bypass pre-season, we'll probably come back and, like I say, run through the transfers, ins, outs, tactical tweaks, where we've maybe going to change things a wee bit, and then we'll come back for the first game of the second season of this save. So as always, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Thanks.